wanted to just talk about the hero of time as a character. He's not my favorite Link, but as years have passed, and I've grown older, he has slowly risen to a point where he's not too far behind my boy, the hero of Winds. But I digress. He's such a cool character. When we see him in Twilight Princess after all his adventures, it really settles in the kind of man he is. Because of his many years of constant combat, the hero of time is not as emotional or sensitive as he once was, especially to fear. Although he is not devoid of it, look at Majora's Mask, he simply acknowledges the feeling and puts it aside. He is calm in the face of danger, but not foolhardy like the hero of Winds and Twilight, as demonstrated during his first encounter with Majora. Immediately analyzing the situation, realizing he can't win, but he can make his victory possible with time travel. The hero of time is generally stoic, but not devoid of a sense of humor, and is often a bit of a pain in the neck to read for people who don't know him on a deeper level. He fully embraced his life as a soldier, a hero, acting as a shield and sword for humanity in times of need. He feels no resentment towards the gods because of his conscription, instead accepting the life imposed on him as a chance to live up to his full potential, in part because he was little more than a bully child in Kokiri Forest before destiny set in. As with every Link, the hero of time has an entrenched commitment and loyalty to Hyrule and humanity, but does not hold himself as a superior being and puts the lives of others before his own, putting himself in harm's way for the safety of civilians and fellow soldiers. His unfaltering, determined nature serves to mask his feelings on many occasions, as he prefers to devote all attention to the goal at hand. The hero of time is also quite intelligent, and is noted for his ability to think practically outside of the box, come up with novel solutions to complex problems, and use unconventional means to attain his goals. He realizes that his duty as a hero is to serve and help those in need, and can work professionally with anyone he is sent into battle with. Although the hero of time has difficulty understanding the lifestyle of civilians, as seen when he doesn't even really get why he's being hugged by Crimea, he is fiercely protective of their lives and humanity as a whole. As a knight, the hero of time knows when it is appropriate and inappropriate to fight, and has great control over his emotions thanks to a clear state of mind. He thinks of the Deku Tree as his father-like figure, and given Navi's role as his guardian, it's not impossible she played the role of his mother figure. No matter the timeline, he was lauded as representing the ideal Hylian soldier by Hyrulean propaganda, a view embraced by many among the general population in the adult and downfall timelines, but stays within the royal family's walls in the child timeline, hence him not being remembered. During his knightly career before becoming the hero's shade, the hero of time served as a source of inspiration for others whenever he was on the battlefield. His grave at Hyrule Castle gives us this information. Even Ganondorf respected him in terms of his strength and how he was able to defeat his demons effortlessly, so impressed that when Wind Waker Link pulled the same thing off, he was convinced this kid had to be the one who stopped him last time. It was the only thing that made sense to him. He is a figure of mythological status. He is one of the most decorated and experienced heroes in the world of Hyrule, fighting a war that was not his own from 10 years old within the body of a 17-year-old. He personifies the ideals of a hero. He is selfless, brave, determined, and motivated. Many people nowadays, because of the downfall timeline, say that it was the hero of time's actions and his proclivity to something as esoteric as luck that secured humanity's future, when in reality fate, destiny, and luck have nothing to do with it. He just had a soldier's drive to perform his duty. He is directly responsible for the survival of humanity. When Hyrule's extinction at the hands of the impassable demon tribe onslaught seemed all but certain, it was the hero of time who sealed Ganondorf away in the adult timeline. It was the hero of time who told the king of Ganondorf's true intentions in the child timeline. He was the first to die while standing between Hyrule and Oblivion, giving the sages and Zelda a fighting chance to seal Ganon in the sacred realm in the downfall timeline. It was the hero of time who fought back thousands of genocidal demons to secure Hyrule's future. He selflessly carried the burden of being humanity's savior on his shoulders without question or complaint. He showed Hyrule the light, gave them hope, made them believe, and pushed them to become more. He is people's favorite Link for a reason. Like with every other Link, he is not some blank slate for us to project onto. He is the embodiment of good. the archetypal paragon. He's supposed to inspire you to go and do good things. But he's also a child soldier who lost any semblance of innocence because fate had other plans in store for him. In some ways, his story is quite tragic, but if we look at it through his lens, maybe it's not so bad. Yes, he came back as the hero shade to ease his regrets of not passing on his techniques to the next hero, and that seems sad, but let's look at it again. He wants to pass on his techniques. His regret isn't being forgotten for the good he did in the adult timeline. His regret was that he passed away before he could teach a successor his techniques. His regrets, even in death, were putting Hyrule's safety above all else. I'm sure getting to see his direct descendant taking up his torch and protecting the world also gave him peace of mind. Even in tragedy, the hero of time was able to find peace, and that's beautiful.